Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you're all well. I'm Sameed and this Ramadan I'm going to be doing a few workouts which you guys can take part in. The first one is going to be a Pilates class. That's Pilates, not Pilates. I know you're thinking about iftari time, but we're going to exercise here. Okay, so Pilates is brilliant for core strength. It's also good for muscle balance and improves your posture as well. So what I'm going to do first is do a quick warm up and then we'll get straight into the exercises. All you need is a carpet or a mat, just something soft that you can do the exercises on. So, first exercise, pretty simple. Hands to the ground, and then you lift up. Okay, I'm just kidding. Please do not try that at home. That was just to get your attention. Now that I've got your attention, let's begin the workout. So, first one, to warm up, is called heels to bum. So you just want to kick your heels towards your bum. To reduce the intensity, just do it like this. We're all at different fitness levels, so just listen to your body. To increase the intensity, do this. This is just to get your body nice and warm. Okay, next warm up is high knees. Just put your hands in front, lift your knees high. To increase the intensity, just do that. Again, you're probably all fasting, so to reduce it, just do that. This is just to get your body nice and warm. Next warm up is for the groin. You want to lift your knee up to the side, back down, opposite knee to the side, back down. Just get your groin nice and warm. Okay, next exercise, we're going to warm up the hips. Just put your hands on your hips, rotate anti-clockwise. And then the other way. Okay, the next exercise, well, warm up, is the shoulders. You just want to put your shoulder across and then use your other hand to kind of bring your arm closer to your chest. Just feel a nice stretch here. Okay, same again on the other side. Okay, and then we're just swinging our arms forward, warming the shoulders up. Okay, and then next, swinging them back. Okay, and then swing one arm forward and then the other arm back. This is pretty tricky. You're probably all over the place here, but okay, so next we're going to warm the neck up. So what you want to do is look either side. Okay, and then next, just tilt it a bit down, left and right. Okay, and then next one, we're just doing a gentle rotation. Keep your eyes open. If you keep your eyes closed, you're going to feel a bit dizzy. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, and then you want to do cactus arms and just do some rotations. Keep your legs stationary. Okay, and then what you want to do is inhale and then swing your arms back with the exhale. Again, inhale and then swing your arms back with the exhale. One more, inhale and then swing your arms back with the exhale, and then just shake it all off. Should be nice and loose and nice and warm now. So let's get on with the first exercise. Okay, so first we're working on the hips, glutes. What you want to do is lie back. You can either put your hand there or alternatively hand there. What you want to do is make sure you're in a straight line. Lift your leg in the air and clockwise you're drawing circles round about the size of a coffee cup. You're just drawing circles. Okay, and then anti-clockwise. Clockwise again. Anti-clockwise. And one last time clockwise. And then last time again, anti-clockwise. You should really be feeling a bit of a burn here. And that's it, that one's done. We switch sides, same again. So you can put your hand here or you can just leave it there. Clockwise. Just small circles around about the size of a cup of coffee. And then anti-clockwise. And then clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Clockwise the last time. And then anti-clockwise for the last time. You should really be feeling the burn here. Okay, that's done. The next exercise. This one's good for your core. So what you want to do is come forward and just gently lie on your back, but don't do it quickly. You want to be focusing on tightening your core muscles and then going back gently. Keep your legs on the ground, like that, and then coming up slowly as well. And then again, very slowly. You want to be feeling the work in your core. And then coming back. The slower you do it, the more you're going to feel it, and the more you'll be strengthening your core. Okay, make this the last one. Try and hold it there. And then go back. Okay, that one's done. The next exercise we're going to do, this one is going to be a side plank. You might work your shoulders a bit as well. Take care to how the shoulders feeling. The easier option is to do it on your knees. So what you want to do is hands in the air and down. You can stay on your knees and just lift your hips and down. So you can stay on your knees as long as this part's coming up and down. The harder option, put one foot in front of the other. It's good for your obliques. Even harder option, one foot on top of the other. And just follow me. Again, if you're feeling it too much here, you can move to the easier option or the even easier option of just staying on your knees, keeping your knees on the ground. Okay, do some on the other side as well. So again, you can just do knees to increase the intensity, one foot in front of the other. And then come up higher. To increase the intensity is another option. Okay, the next exercise is going to be a plank. So what you want to do is get on your front. You can either do hands only. You can have your feet wide as an easier option. Harder option, feet close together. And you just hold. For another option, you can get on your forearms. Make sure you're squeezing your core, you're not dipping too low or you're too high. You want to keep nice and straight. Make sure you squeeze your glutes. Glutes are your buttock muscles. Again, that's another option. If you're finding that a bit too intense, you can just do it on your knees, like that, or like that. You'll still be working, toning those shoulders and your core as long as you tighten your core. Okay, the next exercise is a Superman. All you're going to do, so hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, and then what you want to do is opposite arm, opposite leg. Don't go too high. You want to keep it parallel with your body. Hold it there for a second, back down, opposite arm, opposite leg. If you've got any back injuries, any physiotherapist will tell you this is one of the best rehabilitation exercises. Make sure you're tightening your core, your stomach muscles as you're doing it. 17. Okay, now that that exercise is done, the next one is legs in the air and to the side. So what you want to do is have your hands close to your hips, supporting you, feet together, and literally to the side, down, to the side, down, to the side. If you want an easier option, you can put your hands further back, to the side, down, to the side. To make it even harder, you'll really feel this. Hands forward, to the side, down, to the side. You should really be feeling that now, to the side. Again, to make it easier, you're all fasting probably, a lot of you are anyway. So you want to make sure you don't overdo it, especially if you're new to exercise. Just listen to your own body. Rest, have more rest than me if you need to. Okay, now we're going to get on our feet and do a balance exercise. Pretty simple. Stand on one leg. If you're moving about, wobbling about, try and look at a spot in the distance and stay fixated on that one spot. The higher your knees, the more your core's working. Again, I've lost balance, so just come back up. It's fine if you lose balance. Try and keep your core nice and tight. Your legs should be feeling nice and heavy now. To make it even harder, you can close your eyes. Try that. Oh, that is hard. Okay, next leg. Again, same thing. Look at a spot in the distance and try and stay focused on that. That'll keep your balance. You can keep your arms here or to the side. I find it easier and more balanced to the side. Again, close your eyes if you want a harder option. As you can see, I'm really struggling with that. Whoa. Okay, so again, I'm opening my eyes. Okay, now that's done. Another one is same kind of technique, leg in the air, but this time you kick your leg back, stand on one leg and come slightly forward, and just make sure you do opposite arm, opposite leg with the swinging motion. Just literally follow what I'm doing. This one's good for muscle balance, especially for the elderly who walk in the streets and find themselves taking some falls. This is good for general stability. Okay, switch sides, same again. So this time you want to come forward again, forward. If that's too intense, just come slightly forward. Okay, now the next balance exercise is called the tree pose. You can leave your foot lower down. If you want a harder option, higher up, close to your groin. And you want to make sure that's to the side. And to make it even harder, you can leave your hands on the side for balance. If you want a harder option, hands in the air together. Keep your core nice and tight. Okay, and then switch sides. Again, if that's too intense, keep your foot lower. Harder option, close to your groin. Keep your arms to the side. Harder option, hands close together. Again, if you're finding yourself wobbling, look at a point in the distance. Keep your core nice and tight. Always engage your core. Okay, that exercise is done. The next one is called a swan dive. Pretty simple, just lie flat on your ground. And you can have your arms forward, or a harder option, arms behind you. You simply come up, squeeze and come down slowly. Make sure you're breathing as you're doing the workout. Come up, squeeze, come down. Again, harder option, hands to the side, come up, squeeze, especially your lower back muscles, come down. Another variation is you come up, as you're coming down, put your legs in the air, and then as your head's coming up, legs down. Just a little variation. Again, you can have your hands here. Okay, take a breather. If you want a sip of water, I'm afraid you can't if you're fasting. If you're not, feel free. The next exercise, similar to that, again, just your lower back muscles and core. It's called swimming. So, you're flat on the ground, hands stretched out this time. You can have your head on the ground or slightly raised, and you're literally doing the swimming motion. You try and get your knees off the ground. Again, you can have your forehead flat on your mat. If you need to pause, take a breather, feel free, and then get back into the exercise. Okay, next exercise is called the mountain climbers. So what you want to do, hands on the ground, knees slightly wider, and then you want to bring your knee to your elbow, opposite side, knee to elbow. If you need to take a break, take a rest, come back up and then join in. Okay, so the next exercise is called shoulder bridge. So what you want to do is make sure you've got space on either side. So you want to lie flat on your back. Bring your heels in so you can tickle them with your hands, and then you want to breathe out as you come up, lift your hips high, hands in the air, breathe in, hands to the side and come down at the same time, and then same again, breathe out, come up, make sure your hips are as high as possible, try and squeeze your glutes. And again, if you're finding it difficult with the coordination of the hands, you can simply just come up and then gently down. If you want a more intense option, if you come up, clasp your hands and try and get right on your shoulders and lift even higher. Even harder option, you can put one leg out like that and then the other leg out like that. One leg out like that. The other leg like that. Again, don't take the harder option. You're fasting, so you want to listen to your body. You can just use your arms or don't use your arms at all. Gently come down, up. You should really be feeling it on your hamstrings, your glutes, slightly on your lower back as well. Okay, the final exercise is going to be opposite arm, opposite leg. It's brilliant for core. So what you want to do is have your hands above your shoulders, knees above your hips, and you bring the opposite arm back, opposite leg forward, and then bring that back in alignment. Make sure that stays in alignment as you bring it back. Same as your hands. Again, opposite side, so opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. The slower you do it, the harder it's going to be. Opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. It's quite tricky with the coordination here. You might take a few goes before you get it right. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You should really be feeling that. Try and engage your core at all times. Opposite arm, opposite legs. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, we'll leave that as a final one. Brilliant, you've got through the workout. We'll do a quick warm down. So the first exercise we're going to do to warm down is a child's pose. So bring your toes together, knees wide, hands forward, and then you just want to try and get as close to the ground as possible. Bring your chest as close to the ground as possible. It's a brilliant stretch, especially for your lats and your groin. Just to show you how that looks from the side. Some of you may be here, that's fine. Just try and go as forward as you can. Okay, the next stretch is going to be a Mackenzie stretch. You want to put your hands underneath your shoulders, legs straight out, and then you want to, if you're there, that's fine, that's a cobra. Or if you can push the ground and come all the way up, just be careful on your back. Just really listen to your body. If it's too much, just stay there. Otherwise, if you can push out and bring your hips to the ground, try not to hunch your shoulders. That's better. And then from there you can transition back into child's pose. Again, try and push your fingers as far to the opposite side as possible with your chest coming to the ground. Okay. Next stretch, stretch out the shoulders. Again, same as in the beginning. Just use one hand to push the shoulder, push your elbow as close to your chest as possible. Should be feeling a stretch here. Increase the stretch, just increase the pressure. Again, opposite side. Quick tricep stretch. Just put your hand down your back and push this down. Push it, put a lot of pressure on there so you feel the stretch on your tricep. Make sure you're breathing every time you stretch or do any exercise. You should always breathe, not hold your breath. Common mistake. Again, opposite side. Okay, another stretch now is a chest stretch as well as your hamstrings. It does both at the same time. So what you want to do is clasp your hands. You might be here, or you might be able to come further back. Just take care to how the back feels. So clasp your hands, that's fine. If you can straighten them, you get a nice stretch on your hamstring. This stretches your chest, shoulders and your hamstrings all at the same time. Okay, now the next stretch, what you want to do is bring your opposite leg behind your other leg and then stretch to one side. It's a good one for obliques. Put your hand further down and switch sides. You should feel a nice stretch here on your obliques. Okay, you want to finish off, putting your hands in the air, come down, and then this time you can swing it back, just loosen out, again, hands in the air, come down, and then put your hands to the side and give yourselves a takbir. That's it, end of session. If you like that workout, please comment below, share it with whoever you think will benefit. And hopefully I'll see you for the next workout, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.